When you buy a pack of looms, usually this is what they come in. You don't usually ever get them separated. So, we learned that this is preemie size, pretty much children, pretty much adults, but what do you do with this big one here? And we have figured out the solution to that. You can actually make shawls or capes using this large loom. So what we're going to do, let's get started. So we're going to start here, and this is just an emptied out pen. I just took out the insides, and I continue to keep the insides so I can jam this through on the very first time. And this just helps reduce a lot of finger work. So I'm looking for the anchor, and the anchor is only one section of this loom. So every time I rotate around, you actually can keep count. So let's get started. I am right-handed, so I'm looking where the anchor is. It's right here. I'm going to work counterclockwise. So let's just start off counterclockwise. We are doing a panel because it is a shawl or a cape. We're not going to go in a continuous circle. We're going to stop. So what we're going to do now is that we're just going to start it. So let's put it on your hand and let's start your slip knot. So round it around and back, back over the forward and then the back and then push up. So there is your slip knot. So I'm going to put it on where the anchor is. I'm going to actually put it on the left hand side. Okay, and I don't usually work with this kind of stuff on a table, so you'll have to forgive me. So we want to create this shawl or cape to have a little bit of design, so we're not going to use every peg. We're actually going to go in a sequence. So let's start off. So we're going to come on the inside of the loom. We're just going to bring your styler pen up and through, so you can use your hands if you want to, if you don't have a pen like this, coming around and then back around. So this is called the twisted knit stitch because I'm going around. It's also called E-wrapping as well because you're forming the letter E. So I want to skip over the next one, so basically, and then do 2 in a row. So skip, 2 in a row, 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 skip 2 in a row, okay, skip 2 in a row, skip 2 in a row, okay, skip 2 in a row. And so basically at the end of this, you want to make sure that you always end up with 2 at the very final. So if you're going to run out of pegs and you're only going to have 1, I suggest that you stop. So we're going to skip, and in this case, because it's the normal loom, what we're going to have is that you're going to actually stop the one right before. So you'll have 2 here and 2 here, but they will not be joined. So let's continue then, and we're going to wrap now going the other way, and this is like regular flat looming. So what we need to do now is we need to push down and get all these further down on the loom. You could have wrapped them so that they were further down, but I forgot to tell you that. So now you've just wrapped around this like normal, so it's your very end one. So now we're just going to go back in the opposite direction. So we're just, wherever you skip before, you're going to skip always again. So basically your first rotation just defined every word that you're going to be working. So you're going to come up on the inside, come around to the next one, and wrap in the opposite direction. So basically now that you've established your pattern, you just got to look where the other ones are and just basically put an E-wrap around it. How simple is that? Now loom knitting is actually very easy to do with this thick stuff. The pen, it's a little more difficult to work with a bit, but again, with the right idea, you can do this really quickly. And again, I wouldn't work with this on a table. It's just for tutorial reasons. So we're going to come all the way back. Oh, do you see what I did wrong? I forgot to skip. So skip, skip. So you're going to end up back to where you started, just like so. And to prevent this from falling off, what we're going to do is just take the bottom section and throw it over. And now you can let that go safely, and you can now just go back through your entire row, just grabbing the bottom section only and putting them over the top. And I would get in the habit that when you're going around, to just continually push down as you work your way along. And again, this kind of pattern only really truly works if you have really thick yarn like this. So this is where we stopped. We've now taken everything over. So now we're going to go back again, and we're come out through the first one right there. Okay, right there. So now we're going to come out and we're just going to start E-wrapping again, so underneath and around, just like so. So wherever you skipped, you're going to continue to skip all the way through this project as you go around. So just, it's very easily. What also too, I want to show you that it's so much easier if you turn this loom upside down. A lot of us, we show you working with the loom upside right, like you see right now, being able to flip over our stitches. The reality is that sucks. It takes too long. It's more awkward, it's harder on the hands. So there's lots of great tips that we can do. And this actually pattern, again, it only works with really thick material. You're going to notice that there's a beautiful line that will occur as a result of skipping over just one peg like so. So at the end, okay, you're just going to come up through there and through the center. And we want to secure that so that it doesn't fall off. So just again, taking the bottom piece and over, just like so. So now it won't fall off. Now turn this loom upside down so it will work back in the opposite direction. So let's see where you are on the camera. So just grabbing it and pull down. See how nice and loose and easy that is? And that's a lot of it because it's this really thick material. So this kind of thing will be really cool to wear. It'd be very stylish. And we're just going to continue to work. Let's finally recap. So we're going to go back in the other direction. So where do you stop on this loom? So we're just going to continue and I'll talk to you. So where do you stop on the size? Well, these shawls tend to be 55 to 70 inches in length. So that's where you're going to stop. So get out your little measuring tool and go with that. So good luck on this project, and I hopefully see some pictures that you're making on my Facebook page, and we'll talk to you all real soon. After only 1 hour of work, you can see how fast this actually goes. This is a wrap and shawl. You can really see now. So the distance here now is the actual wrap width, going all the way across and coming really nicely. So you have really one nice side, really finished, nice deep grooves, and the other side is your regular back of the knit. Very close and very good. And at the end, what we can do is make tassels to finish off your edging and be very smart looking. So good luck with that, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.